bees have existed a lot longer than us humans. They've been here for more than 100 million years.
¿Cómo las personas pueden ayudar a las abejas? Hay 3 puntos súper importantes. El primero, plantar flores silvestres, flores nativas. El segundo, eliminar los pesticidas. Y el tercero y más importante, apoyar a los apicultores locales y comprar miel local.
My father, back in the 1970s, he started beekeeping. He had a property on the countryside in Europe, and growing up I was always around the bees because we always had hives in our backyard, and my father would always go out and work on the bees. Seeing him get stung a few times, I was always afraid to get stung, so I always stayed pretty far away. And it wasn't until I had my first interaction with the bees 5 years ago that I learned how amazing these creatures are. I noticed a swarm of bees entered into our garage, and I asked my dad, what do we do? And he said, I have a beehive in the shed and we can try to capture them, and maybe you like it and you start beekeeping. That's a lot different from what I was doing previously. I was doing electrical engineering for 10 years. We went and we got the smoker, and he told me just to drill a small hole in the concrete block. And as soon as I started smoking, a lot of bees started exiting, and they were flying in the air, and they all landed right on the box. In that moment, I was like, this is so cool. This is a completely different experience than I've ever had before. In the end of 2022, my father passed away, and that was a really difficult time for me. I was really close to my father, and during the last few years of his life, we were sharing a lot of time together with the bees. It's important to teach people about beekeeping because we want to see a change, and the best way you can do that is by educating others on the importance of bees. The queen is the bigger one here. In a bee colony, you have the queen, and she's responsible for laying eggs. So a colony can only thrive if they have a queen. And then you have the worker bees, and the worker bees are all females, and they start their life in working in the hive, and later they'll become foragers, where they'll go out looking for nectar and pollen. And then the drones, they're the male bees, and their only purpose is for mating.
Hace un poco más de 3 años conocí a Slobo, empezamos a salir, él me dijo que tenía abejas y que le gustaría llevarme a hacer una inspección. Yo estaba súper emocionada porque me encantan las aventuras. Cuando empezamos la inspección, lo primero que me di cuenta fue el sonido. Las abejas hacen un sonido súper relajante y eso me enamoró completamente. Y ese día descubrí que había un mundo mágico. Las abejas son importantes para el planeta porque son una parte importante de la polinización. Una de la tercera parte de los alimentos producidos se hacen bajo la polinización, y las abejas tienen un rol muy importante en esa parte. Además, ayudan a que las flores crezcan, ayudan a que el suelo sea más fértil. Sin las abejas, los humanos sufriríamos un daño grandísimo en el ecosistema. Hay muchos factores que están afectando a las abejas actualmente. Uno de ellos es los pesticidas. Los pesticidas no solo matan a las abejas que quedan vivas normalmente están desorientadas. Esto hace también que la reina reduzca la producción de huevos y con esto perdamos colonias. Otro de los factores que afectan a las abejas es la falta de hábitat. El construir edificios está haciendo que las abejas deciden moverse a lugares como casas. Lo que más nos importa en Seminole Bee Farms es enseñar a la gente sobre las abejas, sobre qué rol desempeñan las abejas en el planeta. Es por eso que uno de nuestros servicios es remoción de abejas vivas. Nos enfocamos no solamente en retirar las abejas de las casas, sino que además enseñamos a los dueños de casa por qué es importante llamar a un apicultor y no llamar a un exterminador.
It's important to place the bees where they're going to have a good source of food. We always are thinking about the seasons of when certain plants are blossoming, and we try to move the bees to those areas where they're going to be able to thrive. This year we're putting our bees on the mangroves, and this is because the hurricanes have caused a lot of damage to the mangroves, and the mangroves are decreasing every year because of development. By placing the bees near the mangroves, we're going to help the mangroves be pollinated. We're going to hopefully see results in the years to come. If it wasn't for Alejandra, I would still be a backyard beekeeper. She's the one that saw the potential in this. She saw that it can be something a lot bigger, and she really wanted to get to the point where this can be something that we can do as our full-time jobs. At Seminole Bee Farms, we offer bee education, beekeeping supplies, bee relocation services, and local honey.
Tenemos una gran variedad de productos, pero nuestro producto principal es la miel local. Nos enfocamos en darle a nuestros clientes miel local, producida por nosotros y producida por otros apicultores locales.
Today we're going to be harvesting some honey, and we're going to demonstrate how that's done. The bees, they store the honey in the supers, and those are these boxes that are on top of the hive. And we're going to be looking to see if the honey is capped off, because when the bees bring in the honey, it's nectar, and then they have to dry the honey. And when they dry the honey, they'll cap it off, and that's when we know we can harvest it.
La miel que cosechamos está producida por las mismas plantas que producen los síntomas de la alergia. Así que al consumir miel local estás combatiendo esas alergias con una pequeña dosis de polen diaria que te ayuda a reforzar tu sistema inmunológico. Actualmente soy la secretaria de la Asociación de Apicultores de Pinellas. Esta es una organización sin ánimo de lucro que se encarga de enseñar y educar a nuevos apicultores y a ayudar a otros apicultores con más experiencia con conexiones o con equipamiento. Nuestro objetivo como asociación es educar. Todos los meses hacemos una presentación, traemos diferentes oradores que enseñan sobre diferentes problemáticas dentro de la colmena, y además el siguiente sábado después de esa reunión tenemos una visita en el apiario completamente gratis, en donde enseñamos a nuevos apicultores sobre el manejo de las colmenas y cómo cuidar de las colmenas.
Got special bees. They've done a really good job.
They all look so tiny. Some of them are so little.
My favorite part about doing beekeeping is that I get to be outdoors every day and working with nature. It's really made me a lot happier as a person. Beautiful. That's what we're looking for.
Me encanta todo sobre las abejas. Me encanta cuando estoy haciendo una inspección y vuelan alrededor mío. Me encanta cómo huelen, me encanta cómo se organizan, me encanta lo que hacen y me encanta cómo con pequeñas acciones crean un cambio increíble en el planeta.
This program is generously sponsored by Candy Packet.